Over the years, I've had the privilege to help literally thousands of people get debt-free. And there's one debt that seems so much harder to shift than all the rest. And that is, of course, the credit card debt. And there's a very good reason why credit card debt is so hard to shift. And once you understand why that is, you will never look at your credit card the same again. So in this video, I'm going to take you through what that reason is, why credit card debt is so hard to get rid of, and we're going to look at a very simple strategy that I've used to help my clients pay off well over $18 million in the past 7 years alone. Now, if after watching this video you would like a free copy of my debt elimination plan, then can I invite you to click on the link in the description below. It's a step-by-step plan for getting out of debt, the exact plan that I use with all of my clients. So why is credit card debt so hard to pay off? Well, let me illustrate this using a real life case study from my best mate, Fred. Now, Fred and I went through school together. He went off after school to study electrical engineering and started his first full-time job as an electrical engineer in 1994. Now, when he first started that job, he had zero money in the bank. Now, he'd always been a good saver, but that was because he had to be through his university years, but he was starting with zero in savings. And in his first year of working full-time, he cut loose a little bit. Went overseas, went to rugby sevens tournaments overseas, did all sorts of fun things. But at the end of the year, he's finished with zero in savings, just like he'd started. But one big difference, he had a $5,000 credit card debt, which means that that $45,000 that he'd earned and received in the hand had disappeared, plus an extra $5,000 in credit card debt, which meant that through the year he'd actually spent $50,000. Now, actually Fred came to me then and said, "Phil, can you please teach me how to budget?" Now, Fred is the only friend I've got who actually ever met my English grandma in real life. So it was my grandma that taught me how to budget, and Fred knew that, which is why he reached out to me. He said, "Phil, I'm ashamed to say that I've got this credit card debt. I want to get rid of it in the next 12 months. Can you help me do it?" So in 1995, Australia was at the end of a recession, so there was no pay rises for Fred, and there was no pay rises for anyone. In fact, he was just lucky to have a job. But he has his same $45,000. Now, if you think about it, there's $45,000 he's going to receive. So $5,000 of that over the course of the next 12 months needed to go back to paying his credit card off, which left him with $40,000 left to spend. And on top of that, there's $1,000 in interest, maybe a little bit less, but let's say it was $1,000 in interest that he was also going to have to pay for having that credit card debt. So overall, that meant that if Fred was to pay off his credit card in 1995, so over the next 12 months, he was going to need to spend $39,000 or less. Okay, $39,000 or less. So I'm hoping you're following the numbers here. Now, the problem we have here is, if you look at it, Fred spent $50,000 in 1994 and can now only spend $39,000 in 1995 if he wants to get on top of his debt. So what this means is that he somehow got to cut $11,000 from the previous year's budget. Now, I'm hoping that you can see here, this is why credit card debt is so hard to pay off. It's like getting a huge pay cut, because when you take on debt, you've basically pulled forward tomorrow's income to pay for something today, which makes it even harder to save money tomorrow. So in Fred's case, he's pulled forward $5,000 from 1995 to live it up in 1994. So to be able to get on top of that debt again, you have to take a serious pay cut. And Dave Ramsey has this famous saying that says, you can't get out of debt while keeping the lifestyle that got you there in the first place. And this is very, very true, and the big reason why getting out of debt is so hard, particularly credit card debt. Now, there's a right way and a wrong way to approach paying off debt, and I will tell you that most people do it wrong. The intuition tells us that every time I've got some spare money, I want to throw it at my debt because I hate my debt and I just want it to go. But if I can just throw all that extra money at my debt, then eventually it will disappear. The problem is, if you're not preparing for upcoming expenses, if you're not putting money towards unexpected expenses, then when those things show up, that you've got nowhere to go but to put it back on the credit card. And that is how people stay stuck in this yo-yoing credit card debt, which is so frustrating. So what we need to do is, step number one in this process is make sure that we have a budget so we are spending less than we earn. Second step is to make sure that we're putting money aside for all our known upcoming expenses. Identify what all the big expenses are and then put 1/12 of that expense aside every single month so that when it turns up, the money's just sitting there ready to go. Then the third step is to build what I call a rainy day fund. This is to build up money to cover those unexpected expenses. The dog getting sick, the car breaking down, the hot water system springing a leak. We need to make sure we've got those covered. Once we have our income greater than our expenses, we have money set aside for our known expenses, and we have money set aside for our unexpected expenses, you've basically broken the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Now at this point, any extra money, because we filled up our rainy day fund, hopefully it will stay full, any extra money now can go to paying off our debt. This is a really important sequence of events, and most people who get stuck in the debt cycle, it's because they're not building this foundation first. Build this foundation first, and every dollar will stay off your debt forever. This is the way to go. Now, once we have the debt paid off, once we've got the foundation in place, then what we want to do is go through a very simple process. List all of your debts. Get them all down on one page or in one spreadsheet so you can see them clearly. List them from the smallest debt to the largest debt. Then what we want to do is pay the absolute minimum on all our debts. Now, I know that seems counterintuitive, and I often get pushback from my clients on that initially, until they see it working. So we pay the absolute minimum. That frees up extra cash, which we can use to accelerate our way through this cascade. It frees up the debt, but it also means that once we get to paying off the debts, we have surplus cash flow that we can use to pay down the first debt. So we tackle one debt at a time. One debt at a time, typically the smallest debt. Sometimes it's the highest interest debt. Often they're the same thing. We want to pay off one debt at a time. Once we've paid off the first debt, we take all the surplus cash flow plus the minimum payment we were making on that debt and throw it at the second debt, then the third debt, and so on. This is by far the quickest way to get out of debt, but it all starts with building the foundation first. We need to change the habits that cause us to be in debt in the first place. That means having a budget so that our income is greater than our expenditure, making sure that we're setting money aside for our known expenses, making sure that we've built up a bit of a cash reserve for the unexpected. Then we throw every extra dollar at that point at our debts, one debt at a time. So I hope that it has been helpful. If it has, please click the like button and please subscribe, because every single month I release more videos with practical, no fluff money strategies to help you and your family thrive financially. And if you would like a copy of my debt elimination plan, the plan that I use with all of my clients, the plan that has helped my clients pay off over $18 million in credit card debt in the last 7 years alone, then please don't hesitate to click on the link in the description below and grab yourself a copy. And please remember, it is the little habits and strategies that you put in place today that can literally make $1 million difference to your future. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.